You open your eyes, but something is wrong. Everything seems enormous to you. Blades of grass tower over you like skyscrapers. A single drop of water looks like a swimming pool. You try to move your arms, but you no longer have arms. Look down. 6 legs, folded wings on your back. Perfect. Colors you've never seen before fill your vision. You've been reborn, not as a human, as a butterfly. And you have exactly 24 hours to survive in a world where everything wants to kill you. This is your story, your struggle, your one-day life. Let's see if you can survive until sunrise. What do you feel first? Panic, shock, fear. Your brain, your butterfly brain, is sending out danger signals. But there's something else, something very beautiful. You can see colors that humans have never experienced. Ultraviolet light dances on flowers like neon lights, guiding you to nectar. Your compound eyes give you a 360-degree field of vision. You can literally see behind you right now. But here's the scary part. You only have about 10,000 neurons. For comparison, a human has 86 billion neurons. By butterfly standards, you're smart, but cognitively, you're on autopilot, pure instinct and a little learning ability. And right now, your instinct is screaming one word: eat something. Because you're starving. Butterflies don't have mouths. You now have a proboscis, essentially a built-in straw, and you haven't eaten since you were a caterpillar, which feels like a lifetime ago. Actually, it was. You see a bright purple flower, a lavender. Its UV patterns practically scream, "I'm here." You fly toward it. But wait. You're trying to land and you're falling. Again, your wings, these magnificent, delicate structures made up of thousands of tiny scales, aren't dry yet. You emerged from your cocoon about an hour ago. Fly. That's like asking a newborn baby to run a marathon. After a few falls, you finally manage to land. Your legs cling to the flower. The curled, tube-shaped proboscis hidden beneath your head suddenly extends. It's like having a 15-centimeter long tongue. You insert it into the flower and pure sugar. Nectar fills your body, energy, life. For the first time since being reborn, you feel good, but you are not safe. The painful truth about being a butterfly is this: life is measured in weeks, not years. Most butterflies die within 2 to 4 weeks. Some, like you, for example, monarch butterflies, can live for 8 to 9 months. But this only applies to the lucky ones, the migrants. Right now, you just have to survive today, like your fellow butterflies. And the world is full of things trying to eat you. Let's start with the most obvious: birds. You freeze. A shadow passes overhead. Your instincts kick in. You close your wings. Your body becomes motionless. Birds hunt with movement. The shadow recedes. It was just a cloud. But here's the interesting part. You, a monarch butterfly, possess a secret weapon: poison. As a caterpillar, you ate milkweed, a poisonous plant that severely sickens most animals. These toxins are still in your body, your bright orange wings. They're not just beautiful, they're a warning label. Eat me and you'll regret it. Most birds know this. They learn young. Orange and black butterfly equals bad news. But some birds didn't get the memo. A blue jay lands 3 feet away, young, inexperienced, hungry. It's staring right at you. The bird is approaching. It's getting closer. You instinctively spread your wings, trying to make yourself look bigger. It's a bluff. You can't fight. You can barely fly yet. Jay attacks. Time seems to slow down. You leap into the air, flapping your wings hard. The bird's beak closes, but catches only air. You're in the air. Barely, clumsily, but you're alive. Jay doesn't follow. Maybe he noticed your warning colors at the last moment. Maybe he's not that hungry. It doesn't matter. You're alive. But your heart, if you can call it that, is beating. Actually, it's not beating. Butterflies don't have hearts like mammals. They have a long tube that pumps blood. And right now, that tube is working overtime. You must keep moving. But where to? This is where being a monarch gets strange. You, yes you, with your tiny butterfly brain, are born with a compass. Scientists call it magnetoreception. Literally, you can sense the Earth's magnetic field. But that's not all. You have a solar compass in your antennae. You can track the sun's position in the sky and use that to travel thousands of miles. Thousands. Miles. Let me put that into perspective. Your great-great-grandparents made the same journey. They flew 3,000 miles from Canada to Mexico. Other butterflies can fly long distances, but you are a monarch. They had never been there before. There were no maps, no GPS. They only had pure instincts encoded in their DNA. So now, that same instinct pulls you south. You don't know why. You just know. But here's the mind-boggling part. You will never complete this journey. The monarch butterfly migration takes place over several generations. Your great-great-grandparents flew south and laid eggs. Their children flew north, then their children flew even further north, then their children, perhaps you, flew south again. A 3,000-mile relay race over 4 generations. You carry the memory of a place you've never been. How? We still don't fully understand. It's one of nature's greatest mysteries. But right now, you're not thinking about Mexico. You're thinking about the next flower, the next meal, the next breath. Because survival isn't about the destination, it's about the next 10 seconds. The sun is higher now. This means you've been alive for about 4 hours. You're getting better at flying. Your wings are completely dry. The scales catching the light like tiny prisms, but you're still learning. And mistakes here, they can be deadly. You land on another flower, a bright yellow dandelion, but as you extend your proboscis, you notice it. A web, not a spider web. Worse, an orb spider web, almost invisible, sticky, and it covers the space between the 2 flower stems like a death trap. Your wings are an inch away from the silk threads. If you touch it, even lightly, it's over. Spiders are one of butterflies' worst nightmares. Unlike birds, they don't care about your venom. They wrap you in silk and secrete digestive enzymes. You die slowly, in agony. You retreat, carefully. Your legs are shaking, the web trembles in the wind. Somewhere nearby, a spider is waiting for you. There's something most people don't know. Butterflies can taste with their feet. Seriously. They have chemoreceptors on their feet. When you land on a leaf, you immediately know if it's edible. Female butterflies know where to lay their eggs this way. They walk on the plant, taste it, and decide, yes, my babies can eat this. Right now, your feet are telling you this dandelion is safe, but your eyes are screaming danger. You listen to your eyes, a wise choice. You fly away, narrowly escaping a web that could have been your grave. Hours passed. You fed on dozens of flowers. Your wings are stronger now. Your flight is more confident, but something inside you is changing. A new instinct is emerging. You need to mate. This isn't romantic. It's biological. It's urgent. Your entire existence, your entire purpose depends on it. You must find another monarch. You must pass on your genes. You must lay eggs on milkweed plants. Because the truth is, you may live another 2 weeks. If you're incredibly lucky, maybe a month. But your legacy, your children, they will continue the journey. You see movement, wings orange and black like yours. Another monarch. Male or female, you can't tell yet, but your instincts draw you to it. You perform the mating flight, a spiral dance in the air, up, up, up. If the other butterfly follows you, if it can keep up, it adapts to your speed, your turns, your climbs. That means yes, for a few minutes you are not alone. In a world that wants to kill you, you are not just a small, fragile creature. You are part of something bigger. You are part of a chain stretching back millions of years. Your ancestors lived through the Ice Age, the shifting of continents, mass extinctions. So now, you are continuing that story. After mating, the other butterfly flies away. You'll never see it again, but that's okay. Because now you have a mission. You need to find milkweed. The sun is setting. Your first day as a butterfly is almost over. You escaped the birds' attacks. You fled the spiders. You left behind the wasps that wanted to parasitize your eggs. You found a milkweed plant, a bright green oasis in a suburban backyard. And there, carefully, instinctively, you laid your eggs, tiny, white, almost invisible, each one as small as a pinhead, but each one carries your genes and your story. In a few days, the eggs will turn into butterflies. They will eat, they will grow, they will transform, and one of them, perhaps, will continue the migration you started. You rest on a leaf, your wings folded. The world is quieter now, the colors softer. Your body aches. Flying all day with wings that weigh almost nothing is exhausting, but you are alive. You are alive despite conditions that seemed impossible. Here's a beautiful thing. Butterflies dream. Scientists have observed that the brain activity of resting butterflies is identical to that of dreaming states. What do you dream about? Flowers? Flying? The pull of Mexico? We don't know, but when you fall asleep exhausted after your first full day of life, your brain is processing everything. Colors, dangers, flight patterns, you're learning. So what about tomorrow? You'll get even better at being a butterfly. That is, if you survive tonight. Okay. Would you like to be a butterfly? A creature that lives for weeks instead of decades, constantly facing death, knows no borders between countries, travels thousands of miles with a brain smaller than a grain of salt. It sounds terrifying, but here's what we've learned. You saw colors humans can never see. You tasted flowers with your feet. You flew through the air with wings made of pure beauty. You truly flew. You became part of a migration story that has been going on for millions of years. And in your short life, you created a new life, a legacy that will live on after you. Maybe that's not such a bad trade after all. I am Ryan Charging. We don't just give you information about different lives, we enable you to live them. Next time, we reincarnate as something completely different. Maybe a dolphin swimming in the ocean, maybe a gladiator in ancient Rome, maybe even you. Who knows where we'll be next time? Subscribe, join the journey that will last through infinite lives, and tell me in the comments, if you could be reborn as any creature, what would you want to be? Your next life is waiting for you.